busy little creatures visit flowers and carry pollen grains from one to another. This helps reproduction, resulting in fruiting of plants, which is the source of food and nutrition to animals and humans. India, the country which 1/5 of the world calls home. 70% of India's economy is driven by agriculture and related sectors. With farming the main source of income for more than half the population, our farmers sustain their yield and balance ecosystems by protecting the organisms that are beneficial in farms. To balance this act, farmers depend on use of soft crop protection tools. Endosulfan is one such tool that is safe on beneficial honeybees. India is one of the largest exporters of fruits and vegetables, which need effective cross-pollination. Indian farmers use Endosulfan to control pests but conserve the bees. Yet, we are not aware how our farmers are about to lose their rights to choose. The inventor, manufacturer, user and trader of Endosulfan, European Union, reaped the benefits for 55 years. Citing no commercial viability to continue, European manufacturers stopped manufacturing Endosulfan. The European Union decided to replace Endosulfan with new patented inventions. EU's multinational manufacturers saw a huge user base slip out of their hands. For them, the rest of the world is mere numbers. A huge, growing market for their patented new inventions. To restore the situation, the EU employed a clever strategy. Push for a global ban on Endosulfan. They propped multilateral environment agreements such as the Stockholm and Rotterdam Convention for listing Endosulfan as a persistent organic pollutant, despite lacking full scientific certainty and negating their own experience of 55 years. On the basis of submissions made by the European Union, Endosulfan was recommended for listing as a persistent organic pollutant. But this was based on unequal privileges, the brute power of vote exercised by Western countries at international chemical conventions, much devoid of scientific data. Inside India, the European Union raised environment NGOs to spread misinformation by conducting private studies and exploiting media to mold public perception and the opinions of polity in Kasaragod, Kerala. Scientifically fraudulent reports and perceived hazards to human health are being misused by vested interests. In fact, the European Union, in a letter, has admitted to funding NGO activities in India relating to forming of pressure groups and refusing to take any accountability for their activities. The National Institute of Occupational Health made a parallel study, returning completely implausible results like residue levels much below the minimum detection limit of the instrument used. Such inferences, more the result of vivid imagination than verifiable fact, are being observed by the scientific community to be serious laboratory blunders. After a long and grueling fight, the right to information recovered more than 1,000 pages of raw data, all of which is must. What is there for all to see is how millions of Indian farmers have been using Endosulfan for over 35 years and continue to use the cost-effective and safe product. It is now amply clear that the European Union acted on behalf of manufacturers holding nearly 75% of the world's exports of crop protection market, only to act as profiteers who intended to maintain their control over their empire. Consequently, if the proposed ban on Endosulfan is executed, Endosulfan, which costs Rs 250 per litre to the Indian farmers, will be taken away. Farmers will be forced to use new patented inventions manufactured by European multinationals at about 10 times costlier than this. And yet, those who may have to pay the price, those working closely with Endosulfan, are willing to write the real story even in their own blood. Workers at Bhavnagar, the largest Endosulfan plant in India, demand that their blood samples be tested to validate against the published findings in the National Institute of Occupational Health report. It's time that the truth and nothing but the truth is revealed. It is time to unmask first world greed masquerading as health or environment concerns in their third world nations, and their commercial gain posing in the garb of our public interest. We work upon the conviction of our vision, the possibilities in our dreams, the opportunity in every challenge. It is our endeavor to continue to fight for the restoration of an individual's basic right of choice, of right to grow our food for healthy living and living in a fairer world.